Hey everyone, Jessiana Seville here from thekidneyrd.com. I'm a registered dietitian, board certified renal nutrition expert. And at thekidneyrd.com, we're a group of dietitians that focus entirely on kidney disease and helping people preserve their kidney function. That is our magic. That is what we do. That's what we love. That's what we're passionate about. And we want to talk today about some huge myths about phosphorus and myths that I feel like can really confuse people and even hurt them in some ways. So let's start with number one. If you've been with us this week, yesterday I did kind of some basics about what phosphorus is, and today I want to talk about myths. So number one, the biggest myth ever, and luckily I think the tides are changing, but this one still is so prevalent. It's all, even reputable sources are writing about this. This is the myth that beans, nuts, and whole grains are out if you have kidney disease. Period. No questions asked. They are out because they have way too much phosphorus in them. That is one of the oldest and most damaging myths that I know. Beans, nuts, and whole grains can fit into anybody's diet, even if you have kidney disease. And here is why. There's different types of phosphorus, and I explained this yesterday. There is the type of phosphorus that you get naturally in foods. So in plant foods like beans, nuts, and whole grains, that type of phosphorus is all bound up and wound up with the fiber, with the phytates in the phosphorus. So it is, you don't even absorb all of it. I think you absorb less than 60%. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. We just had a technical glitch. So you absorb less than 60% of that phosphorus. And there are so many other nutritious benefits of beans, nuts, whole grains. We have talked about a plant-based diet for chronic kidney disease, something we're passionate about. We love it. We think it's a fantastic way for most people to help preserve their kidney function. And it's really hard to do a plant-based diet if you don't have whole grains, nuts, and beans. At that point, you're just eating vegetables, which is not only not fun, but not adequate nutritionally. So beans, nuts, and whole grains are in. This is something that you can definitely have, even for people on dialysis. Having the beans, the nuts, and the legumes and the whole grains can work for them, 100%. So myth number one, you can have those foods. It's totally fine. If you've seen it on any sort of list on the internet, that's antiquated information. It's not up to date and it is not relevant. There is so many other ways that you can get your phosphorus levels down if they're high on your blood work, besides cutting out nuts, beans, and whole grains. All right, so myth number two is that all dark sodas are bad for the kidneys. I've heard this a lot. People say, oh, my doctor said I can't have any dark sodas. Now, while I am not a fan of soda in general for anybody, it's a lot of sugar and a lot of times a lot of chemicals. All dark sodas are not bad. That is a myth. The dark sodas that are bad are ones that have phosphorus added to them. So what I talked about yesterday is we have organic phosphates, like the ones in beans, nuts, and legumes, that is bound up with fiber. Then we have inorganic phosphates, which are the chemicals added to our foods. Those inorganic phosphates your body sucks up, absorbs them 100%, and you do not want those in your diet. So dark colas like Coke, Pepsi are ones that you're going to want to phase out of your diet if possible. And I mean, when I say if possible, I feel like that's not fair to anyone. Diet is so much easier than dialysis, and diet is way easier to change than any of the complications that you get from having high phosphorus. So Coke and Pepsi can go look at your labels, because it's not just dark colas with phosphorus in it. The Fanta sodas often have phosphorus in them, and there can be a lot of other beverages with phosphorus added to it. It's a great flavor enhancer for those beverages. So if you drink beverages other than water, 100% juice, make sure to check your labels, because phosphorus is added. Even flavored water can have phosphorus in it. So check those labels out. You don't need that added phosphorus. Usually you can find products without the added phosphorus in it. So number 2, dark sodas are bad for kidney disease. Yes, but not all of them, because not all of them are really high in phosphorus. So number 3, here's the other big myth. If I want to know if something has phosphorus in it, then I need to look at the nutrition facts on the label to find it. And if it's not on the nutrition facts, it's phosphorus free. That is also another myth. So phosphorus is not required to show up on nutrition facts in a, not required to show up on the nutrition facts. It is required to show up in the ingredients if a product has put phosphorus in it. So the best way to look for phosphorus is to always, every single product, till you know the products, look at the ingredients on the product and find, look for that PHOS. PHOS, phos, means that it's going to have phosphorus in it. And those are the foods that you want to get out of your diet. Those are foods that you are going to want to find replacements for. And it's really as simple as that, is just finding a replacement for a lot of those foods that have phosphorus added. So as a recap, 3 big myths. 1, beans, nuts, and whole grains are out. Myth, that's false. You can definitely include those in your diet. Number 2, all dark sodas are bad for kidney disease. Also a myth. We don't like sodas in general, but there are some sodas that don't have added phosphorus in them that you could consume on occasion. Number 3, if I want to know something has phosphorus, I can look on the nutrition facts. Also false. You're going to have to look in the ingredients most of the time. So that's it for today. 3 big myths. If you want to learn more about phosphorus, you can check our post from yesterday. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Look for hashtag #TheKidneyRD. And we give informational posts frequently throughout the week, because it is our goal to bring clarity to what people can do to preserve kidney function. We believe it should be the first-line treatment for anyone with kidney disease, to preserve their function and not end up on the slippery slope of dialysis. Totally possible to preserve kidney function with the power of nutrition, and it is so, so powerful. So that's it for today, and we look forward to talking with you tomorrow. A little bit more about phosphorus, and tomorrow we are going to be talking about some actionable steps, how you can control phos, what you can do as far as cooking with it, and cooking foods that maybe have extra phosphorus in it. And that's all. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.